Hello and welcome back to Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer, our Lorien campaign. Where we left off, we had just been building up at Logarth to prepare our defences. The last stand script kicked in, as I predicted, finally. We defeated that with Caladhon, but also, with the Great Eye's malice, he not only gave Dol a second chance, but he's now giving the rest of the evil nations that still follow under Melkor's shadow a second chance by attacking Galadhon in an invasion, and the first army, Jiandu Dawndeath, is soon to be on his way. Yes, we have a great army here that can defeat anything that Dark Lord brings upon us, including the temple wards of this Ulyri. However, we must always be vigilant, for there will always be more enemies to defeat. And we already know Isengard has built an invasion army, just don't know who they're going to send. For all we know, they could be sending Saruman, if he's still alive. After 153 turns, and losing Orthanc, you'd think he'd be dead by now. But also, our woodland elf comrades have attacked Carverad, and we need to start helping them as soon as possible. So, Celeborn's army is going to move out to attack Dorfalu, and after that, that's the end of the Shadow of Mirkwood. And that would leave only two orc nations remaining, Mordor and Isengard. However, as you might have remembered, Isengard is very wounded. After the long war with Rohan, they have lost Nankurunir, Fortrio, the Gap of Rohan, and Westmarch. And they've lost their northern border to the Dwarves of Erebor, which defeated the Dunlandings. And the Vale of Anduin reclaimed the Mountain of Gundabad. And the Tash is the last settlement for the Orcs of Angmar. And after that, they'll be defeated. And then over here, the Sea of Rune is still uncontested by the Easterlings of Rune. Though, once we start making our way through their settlements, we could stand a chance. 4 factions standing together, elves, men and dwarves, fighting a great battle against the Golden Dragon. We can only hope we last long enough to tell the tale.
As much as you may wish it, I am not yours.
Anyway, enough chit chatter, let's get into the game. So we went at an end turn. And Gondor is very close to being defeated. However, wait, let me think. If the Ardenaeum were the only ones to attack Gondor, because they were the ones that cut off the border, Mordor will have no choice but to start moving north into actually attacking Rohan, and it will have its full focus on Khazad-dûm. Well, Dorn or Hash. So we will need to, I feel we'll need to reclaim it after taking Dorfalu. And maybe gift them both over to the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm to give them a second chance, because they need it. Because they'll soon to be facing the full power of the Lidless Eye, unless Rohan is attacked as well. We have 2 more units of Elder Council, and soon to get a unit of Helinek. A Herileng. Herinek is the
I'm gonna stick you.
Is the spear unit, and then there's the Hiribeng, which is the archer unit.
By the light of Elbereth.
Anyway, continue our long march to Dorfalu. Anything else we can make, or is worth making? Go get the Hall of Culture. Yeah, Phalasnorian boat is all but protected against any incursions.
Come, my brothers.
And there's no point making any other towers out because I'll never be able to get anywhere.
Follow me.
Also, if we are to attack the Easterlings, and
I do not seek trouble.
Yeah, if we are to attack the Easterlings, but they're coming to us, they'd only have 2 choke points of which they can go through: the river crossing here, and the bridge of Logar, of Lafala. And obviously the AI will want to go for the shortest route, which is the bridge. So they'll fight anything that's on the bridge. Which means I can not just only show off bridge battles, I can show off siege equipment on bridge battles. However, this is very unlikely because by the time I attack the Eastlings of Rune, I'll have taken Vilta. So, unfortunately, the bridge battles will have to wait. You'll probably not see any in this faction, with this faction anyway. Maybe 1 or 2 here, in the Mountains of Dorwinion, perhaps, while defending Strongdost. Though that's always open to change. Now then, an army of 4 Woodland Sentinels, 2 Elder Council, 3 Gervileg, because Orifin, who we also gained in the last part, is a unit of Gervileg. Finas of Gerthinen, because of Rumiel's garrison army units, and then the Woodland Warriors. It's a pretty decent army. It's pretty decent. Should probably start focusing on getting more of them as well. Let's get an army of the Woodland Elves. They'll be pretty good to get. Another thing that I keep forgetting is we need to make an alliance with the Dwarves of Erebor and the Kingdom of Dale. Because by the time that's all,
yes,
if we manage to defeat Rune, there's the possibility they will attack us afterwards because they'll have nothing else to do. The west is all but secure, with Anduin claiming the Mountain of Gundabad. So all they can do is either attack just to attack their allies, or attack the closest neutral faction. Though if we are able to give them this region here, they could start moving into Mordor from the desert, and that'd be something I like to see the Dwarves of Erebor do, like commune with their Orocani clans, kind of thing. That'd ever be a nice way to keep the story rolling.
Sire.
But other than that, just another end turn. Just need to keep waiting for Celeborn to move his army to Dorfalu. But I can guarantee this: by the end of this part, the Shadow of Mirkwood will be no more. Even if it means sacrificing everything to do so, it shall be done. And I'll probably be taking lots of runic regions just to give them off to the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Because if we can give them an even bigger foothold in the southern bows of Mirkwood, then that means they stand more of a chance of actually fighting back. Yes, it means more to defend, but it'll also give them an incentive to focus down here and not against Isengard.
Scatter them. Orders completed.
Brilliant and Isengard have gone to war. Excellent. Eddard Khan can upgrade. Let's upgrade Eddard Khan. Oh, there's a second invasion army. Yagrad, his army looks slightly more powerful than the. Where did he go? Ah, he's in ambush stance. Okay. Okay. Never think Ganulari is just hiding. He's got to be somewhere. It's not made his ballistas yet. Yes, upgrade Eddard Khan. They won't attack Eddard Khan, they're an invasion army. Their objective is to strike at Caras Galadhon. If they don't, that means that they're not serving their purpose, and so several of their forces will decide to rebel and just leave. That's my knowledge of invasions anyway. Because after all these units, while part of the invasion, are 0 upkeep. So you could have the most OP army of massively powerful units, and it wouldn't cost a penny in invasions. That's what makes the Orc nation stronger in those situations, because you actually get to use your powerful units to claim a very important town. for free. And during that time, you're generating more income because they don't cost anything. And you're just becoming stronger because of that. That ends justify the means, basically. Now I want to get some Elbreth units. So let's get them lined up. I don't need to recruit them, I just need to line them up. Because as they're lined up, yes, they're not being recruited, but the recruitment time for the next unit is now being reduced because the game thinks that unit is now been reduced from its maximum capacity, and so it will start counting down to its next one. If they start getting recruited, you can just unrecruit them, get something else, and then go back to just having them sit there, and that time will still tick down over several turns. Yes, it's a cheap way of doing it, but if you want to show off your elite units more, and not just wait around and just use your generic non-powerful units, then sometimes there's the sacrifices you need to make. Or thanks final stand. The enemies of Isengard have grown bold and the White Wizard prepares his final defense. The sounds of armor and weapons can be heard throughout the lands as the Orcs begin their rituals. Saruman gathers all available Orcs, Half-Orc and Warg, all who will be summoned to the last defense of Orthanc, and from this the White Wizard will desperately try to reclaim what was his. The Horde sharpens their cleavers, their pikes and their shields sound. The innumerable sounds of marching feet and clattering weapons can be heard for miles around. Let those who hear it fear it, for the Orcs will have victory or die trying. Now, they already had a last stand script for Isengard. That's because Isengard is an extremely important location to the faction of Isengard. But now, seeing they've lost even more, this was their capital defense script. This is their last stand script. Not every faction gets a capital defense script. I don't think the elves will get it. I do know that Gondor gets it. They got it when they lost Pelennor Fields, and they got it when they lost Ethling. But I think there's only two places they'll actually get it when you lose a region, and it's not counted as the last stand script. So Irui has the archery range. No, are the units being created as I think they are? No. So what is being made? It's a good question indeed.
Come, my brothers.
I will start moving down.
At ease.
Build more watchtowers. Hello, Glugnak. We're going to be gone by the time. Oh, they've already reclaimed Carverad. Oh, ouch, that's got to hurt.
Assail them.
I'm gonna
So there's Gazmog. Is that another army? Yep, that's the third Mordor invasion army. So then now we can see Giandu Dorndeath's army entirely. He has 2 units of Morgul chosen, which are a rather decent Orc spear unit. Oh no, 3 units. Yeah, 20 defense. That's a lot better than the Orc Raiders. Then he's got the Loke Gamperim. They need to be taken out before we get struck by them. Then we've got the generic Raiders and Scouts. And then some Orc Archers and Uruks. Now this army, Gazmog, we see some more Morgul chosen, and then his ugly mug with the Orc bodyguard. So then, back to my first inquiry. What is being built? Ah, more units are being retrained, okay. Get those March Wardens as well. And just end the turn again. I have no motive whatsoever to attack out from Caras Galadhon. I have no motive whatsoever. The forces of the Great Eye come towards Caras Galadhon, but no, they will never break its borders. They may break down the gates, but they will never burn the trees. They may bloody their blades, but know that they will never defeat the honour and glory of this great fortress. And another turn has ended. Queues have been stalled. I know that. So if we look at them now, it's 13 turns to the next upgrade. If we look at the Hairy Leng, that's 20 turns until the next upgrade. So obviously there's a small difference in the gap, but obviously there will not be an uneven differential for these units. So obviously we've already cut off 2 turns by just saying yes, we'll recruit. We're going to be recruiting them. We're not going to get them yet. They're pending, basically. We have them pending. I'm just going to keep doing that, but only for these units. The only reason I want to do it is because I want to show off the Elref units in an army. Rohan and Bree and Rohan have declared allies. Yes. Oh, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Mordor is going to probably obliterate Rohan, and they're going to soon knocking on our doorstep. But Bree, once they've defeated Isengard, if they can claim the border here, and if Gondor fails, they can start going in as well. However, I have seen in the past, Bree can and probably will go to war with Gondor. It's not unlikely. I remember when I played a Dunedain campaign once in the past, things got wild after about turn 150. The dwarves were fighting against Bree, Bree was fighting against Woodland Realm. Rune was defeated by Dorwinion. I do not lie, Rune was defeated by Dorwinion. And then Mordor was almost on its knees as they lost Moran and Dorwinion. Yeah. Wild stuff can happen. Should probably get the stronghold at Logarth. We need the biggest defense we can.
Follow me. Scout the area. Over here, elves. We will need that one.
Next turn, Dorfalla will be besieged, and this war can be over with.
I'm gonna stick you.
It's almost time. This war will end. And it will end sooner than we think. And then we may never defeat Sauron without the One Ring. Then the faction of Mordor will soon one day crumble. However, even if the Great Eye does remain alive, all he can do is keep summoning invasions. And if Mordor and Isengard are defeated, after we defeated Mirkwood, Angmar's on its last legs, it just means the war is that much closer to ending, and all we'd have to do is defeat the evil men. The Lok Khan of Rune is dead. It is a joyous day for the forces of good. That is monarch of pure evil has finally met his end.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Claim Dorfallu for 1500. I'm on it. But first, it seems someone wishes to impede what I'm doing. Captain Zagfak.
Assail them!
I'm gonna
Tars, I
stick
have no time for your foolishness.
Have a taste of my blade.
Engage! Destroy it! Keep them off balance!
How is our relationship with the Shadow of Mirkwood only poor? It should be terrible. We've destroyed everything they have. We've taken what they're taken all their land. We've bartered it off to another one of their enemies. Mordor is now once again on my doorstep. I am very scared. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm gonna stick
Maybe
you.
we should invade against one of these
Come,
armies.
my brothers!
Sire! Elves! My lord! Elven warriors! My lord! For the light!
Yes, my lord.
We're not going to unit of Hirleng. Nah.
Take it for the elves.
Jindu is not afraid. He will fight us. Huh. No. I'll stay put for now. For now, what we can do is continue to retrain our units.
Hootsman, bonny day, is it no?
The Hithaglia Beast Hunters. A rather decent Arch unit, to be honest. Obviously not as good as so the Shadow of Mordor, our relationship is abysmal. But the faction we've been fighting this entire game, no, it's only very poor. They know how to crack me up something fierce. There's no way I'm gonna go down that far into the desert regions. If I can have a quick look. Yeah, the Ringlow Vale. The only way to actually come through here is through the Ringlow Vale, and then it comes into Lamadon. So that means that Ardenheim are the only faction that's now going to be fighting Gondor, and Mordor is going to be focusing on Rohan and Erebor. And once they come into contact with me. Oh, sweet Mother of Mary, Joseph, and the donkey that took them all to Bethlehem. Let's end the turn. I can only hope that they decide to attack me. Actually, is that a good thing? Or a bad thing? Attacking one of the armies, or letting all of them attack me at once. Are any of these scenarios worse than the other? Well, it's too late to find out because it's just happened.
We must defend these lands.
Oh dear. Well, if we lose Caras Galadhon, at least we'll be losing Rumen and Orifin with it. That's not good. Why did I make that sound like it was a good thing? Ugh. 2 in the morning for me. But yeah, with Caras Galadhon being besieged, we're losing 2,000 a turn. Caras Galadhon is the one thing that's keeping our current military at its peak. We lose it, we lose everything.
By the light of Elbereth, engage!
But one way to punish the forces of Mirkwood.
Fight to the end!
A massive army won't be fighting with you this time. His chief city was at Anuminas, beside the water of Lake Nenuial. Ah yes. The city of Anuminas. And the jewel of this great crown, Tilanun. The throne which holds the throne of King Elendil. Although he truly did not sit upon the throne. Now let's put the sentinels to the side. We have the advantage chosen and the other council. I did not realise that unit was so wounded. Let's take them out of spear wall formation as well. You ain't doing no favours with that kind of formation. However, I just remembered something. If we just move in like this, we could defeat them without even needing to move in. So I'm just going to speed this up and see if with our archers alone we can defeat the garrison of the last region of Dol Guldur. I just love this unit design. It's a shame I can't make more of them, but to be honest, it is just so much better to focus on the alliance with the Wood Elves. It's a must-do, in my opinion. Because if you don't, you're just wasting your time with... Yes, you get this one unit, but why just get one unit when you can get 4 separate units that together are stronger than one unit of Burial Ingladia.
General lies dead.
Burial Ingladia, sorry. Yeah, sometimes pronunciations are difficult. Let's just go into Scroll Lock and have some nice cinematic moments. Oh yeah, it locks the screen as well. Let's get in nice and close first then.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
Yeah,
their
we're just watching
men.
now. We're just waiting for that moment when the game says, "Be awed by the victory you won here today." That's all I'm waiting for. How are we doing? 82%. Not bad, not bad. Let's move these archers a little further forward so they can keep shooting at the back line, because those maulers are now dead. So all that's left are the unit of the 2 units of hunters. It's up to the worst unit in the game, one of the worst units in the game, to hold the last settlement of Dol Guldur. And I can safely say they have failed. And that's it. That is the end of the Shadow of Mirkwood. A disappointing finish, but definitely one that was well garnished.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
To be honest, after taking Dol Guldur, we weren't going to get many good battles from fighting Shadow of Mirkwood, but the last Sanskrit battle was definitely a good one. Isildur went, his guard of 200 knights and soldiers, stern men of Arnor and well hardened. I believe this was the time after he had taken the ring, and when he was about to die, actually. I may be mistaken. That might be the time of when they were on the way to the Battle of Last Alliance. But obviously with Isildur, it's not like there's much time you can branch it out to when he has an army. But yeah, Dorfallu is ours.
We've defeated their
And with it,
guard this area.
Dol Guldur is all but a memory. His armies have fully committed retrocide. They have nothing left to hold on to, and so their end has come.
My lord.
Now, and with a new region, there are things we can possibly get rid of. Although here, even the Grog Hut is useful, because it just means we can now get Caladhon an increasingly powerful trait. Doctor, I feel is very certain, or doctrinal. Wait, this means that there's more likely units to be healed and less fatalities to actually be fatalities. And Dornor Hag was taken again. God damn it. Ugh. I don't have the patience to try and defend.
Assail them!
Oh, Orifin can't commit to a night battle. Oh dear, we might be in a spot of trouble. Oh no. We might be in a spot of trouble. This might be where we lose This might be where we lose Caras Galadhon. I might have made a major mistake not attacking one of those armies while I had the chance. I'll hold true though. If it means we lose our capital, it won't be long before I reclaim it. And a full stack army of wood elves seems to be moving to Coruscant. We are going to have to be playing the defensive stance for a long time. Especially if we actually lose Caras Galadhon. That just means we don't stand much of a chance of going anywhere or doing anything until we reclaim what is ours. I should have moved those fort units out. I knew I should have. Damn it. Well, is it here? Is it time? Of course it's not, because there are a bunch of assholes that don't want to attack me. The beggars. Fandraug. I don't really need another general right now. Dorlingvar now has the Hall of Culture. I feel we're going to need every bit of pittance we can.
I'm gonna stick you.
Ugh. Yeah, Zagvag's just going to sit there now, not doing anything.
My lord.
But we are now also neighbouring the Shadow of Mordor, so yeah. I might just give Dorfallo up. It's not like it's making me much.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
I can't give it to Erebor or Dale because the runic clans will just immediately take it. I'm gonna have to give it over to Erebor for a high sum, and I mean high, because we need it. We need every bit of pittance we can. So unfortunately, I'm going to destroy everything, because nothing here will help the dwarves of Erebor in any way. And some of the buildings they can't use anyway. Apologies if this is loud and extremely annoying for anyone who's watching. But yeah, we're going to have to pull this entire army back. And Dorfallo is going to need to be sold off to the dwarves.
Hi, my friend. What can we do for you?
We will gift you Dorfallo. Or we require something in return.
A pleasure, noble sire.
Did they get a garrison? They got a garrison, okay. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. If they have a garrison, they'll be fine.
Stay alert.
However, oh, the rebels could actually think that they're smart and go and attack. Nah, they'll be fine, they'll be fine. Anyway, back to our own problems. Because we have many, and we have few ways of solving them. Yeah, I'm just going to have to start actually making these now. I was hoping to leave it out a little longer, but unfortunately we've no longer got that luxury. We are being attacked at our very capital. We don't have the time to be patient. Let's get Warden Sentries archers. And here, Warden Sentries Girthinen. Then here, get the Shipwright. And then there's Lorien archers. Girthinen and Warden Sentries. Should probably not be any elites. Let's just focus on archers, archers, archers. Yeah, that's as good as it goes for me. All of this is going to bankrupt me. I'm telling you now, this will bankrupt me. But it's better than sitting idle doing nothing. We need to actually prepare a full army and start actually pushing out. Obviously, Dornor Hash is going to fall back into the hands of the dwarves.
Hail and well met, noble
But
sire.
we need to start doing some stuff. And I feel like I may have overdone it a bit. Let's not get the guys from here. Let's keep getting the Elbreth units, though. Yeah, Warden Centre is Gerthanen. Warden Centre is Archers. Archers. And Gerthanen Warden Centre is... That's fine. That is completely fine. Logarth is becoming a stronghold. Good, good, good. Let's get them to build his guild house. Or getting anything else for Dorlingvar. Just so we can build things faster and cheaper. As for Aknodiorn, do the same. Increase tax rates everywhere where we can. Yep. Yep, that's good enough for me. Can't raise it any higher than this because otherwise we won't be getting anything towards getting a large city. Irui is going to have to become more than what it already is. Now, if we're to attack,
Take it for the
they're
elves.
still getting everything. Damn it. They're perfectly surrounding me. All I can do is wait. I can't go out and meet them. Because that will mean my own end. Oh, but our ally. Yes, dwarves. Help us. Please help us. You have an army that can end this madness. It is too late. I will fight this. We are fighting with two very inexperienced generals against an army that includes mountain trolls. An army that includes a lot of Uruk. And a new Lyri itself. We are up against a lot. We are up against 4,000. But this will be how we end this part.
Be allowed to triumph this day.
And if we're not careful, it could mean the end of our faction's capital. You hold out your hand to me, and I perceive only a finger of the claw of Mordor, cruel and cold, fade into Saruman. Here we go.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
And it's a night battle. You really are pulling out all the stocks for me, aren't you? At least I can appreciate your style, but other than that, I hate you. Now, I've got good knowledge of the actual range of the Gervileg. We'll just have to throw them up here, and let them fire, and then move them up to the walls. The same with the Elder Council. Have them shoot down. Have them shoot anything that's worth shooting, but then preserve our forces. The Woodland Warriors will be the first to defend the front line. So let's group them up here. The Hairy Leng and the Gerthanen will stay back for now. Now let's set these up properly. March Wardens, the sentries here. Then the others can sit up here. So otherwise they'll just be too far away. Once they get in close, then we can send them up to the towers. Yeah, this battle is not in our favour one bit. Oh, I paused it. we take down the trolls and focus down the generals, mass routes can occur. But these are Urukai. These are not just simple. These are Uruks, not orcs. They're a lot hardier than what we faced in the past. This will be a battle that changes the very foundations of the earth. See if we can get some units focusing down those trolls, specifically the Gervileg, since their arrows are meant to pierce through the hides of even the thickest troll's armor. Although they don't seem to be firing any missiles whatsoever. Oh, look at those arrows. Now those are Silverthorn arrows right there. Now if you could focus the mountain trolls, you might survive this day. Why is it when I say focus down the trolls, they think just focus everything else? Oh crap, I forgot a unit of Elder Council was over there. And why is another one over there? I moved you here. Ugh, that's just aggravation. That's just aggravation at its greatest peak. Now set these Woodland Warriors up in a V shape. Now I have the last unit here because the trolls will push through very quickly. And we'll need to move our units back a bit once they break through the gates. Now let's try focusing the cell swords a bit. Any other units over here that need focusing? Halberds, archers, more halberds, Moran and orcs. Okay, this is the other army. There's temple wards in this army. Where are they? Reveal them to me now. Are there temple wards in this army? I swear I saw temple wards before. Oh well, just shoot the orc bodyguard, I guess. Sentinels over here, shoot the Gamperim. Elder Council over here, and the other unit of Elder Council over here. Now we set the Gervileg further back. Hireleng into here. Keep the Gerfin then to defend the centre. Okay. We can do this. We can actually do this. There's a slight chance of victory, but it's still a chance. And a chance I'm willing to take. We need to focus down those mountain trolls. You need to stop firing for now. Let's keep setting up. As you know, we need to focus down the general. Where are the temple wards? Right there. And it's not even the general, damn it. Oh no, it is. He's over there. So another unit up there. So another one up there. And that's all of them set up. Okay, we're good. We're good and we're ready. Where are you moving to? Oh, I'm still trying to get you over. You're still not there yet? Come on. It's not that hard. Wait, we actually stopped them from breaking down the gate. Okay. Gives me more time to set up, I guess. There's the temple wards. Wait, what are they doing? Did I just break the game? Did I just break the game?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, it definitely feels like I broke the game. What? So, I destroy the gate, and you think the best thing to do is to just... Oh no, they've got another battering ram. Oh, okay, I haven't broke the game yet. I didn't break the game yet. Let's bring up the next battering ram. I'm first certain that AI is stupid enough that these armies won't do anything until that army does something. So if we can actually prevent them from moving in with their battering rams by defeating the first army, does that mean they'll technically give up and we win? That's something I need to know. I still have a very firm belief that we have a chance of winning this. I have a very firm belief we have a chance of winning this. Because not winning this means we lose our capital and a lot of our pride, because we just lost entirely to Mordor if we can't win this. Move the other council out of the way for a bit, since they've run out of ammunition. Okay, which battering ram am I bringing up now? Just the one. Is this always going to be happening? They're going to be sending up battering rams and I'm just going to have to set... they set them up, I knock them down. Is that all they're going to be doing? So I'm fine with that. And I should be focusing down those temple wards as well. Now please, focus the trolls with your arrows. Don't pretend like you can't shoot. Shoot them. Use the arrows you've been given. The rest of the army is. Why can't you? There we go. You should have immense accuracy and should do immense damage. I mean, look at those stats. 14 missile attack. There we go. The silent but obvious troll killers. Beautiful. Absolutely majestic. Try focusing whatever's got the battering ram. I should probably be focusing. No, they're still going to be able to get through. There's no way I can stop them from getting through. So let's focus on their generals. And maybe, just maybe, we can stop them. Keep coming close with your second battering ram. I'm fairly certain I might have just broken the game.
We're under attack.
I mean, we've already defeated 30% of their army. So that's a good start. So we've already cut off the trolls. We've cut off one unit of temple wards. We've almost defeated both of the general's bodyguards for the other two factions. So so unless they've also got units that have unbreakable morale, we stand a chance of victory by just making them rout. Let's get you guys out. Because though you're useful in melee, we don't need you in melee yet. We need you as our last stand. Oh, there's a general here. Just make sure he gets focused down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Are they going to overlap? Oh, this looks dirty. I'm just gonna zoom away from that because that just looks so dirty. Oh, what the hell was that? That was like a ballista shot just got fired. Did the silver thorn arrows have arm?
Our men have slain the enemy
Okay.
general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight. Curses!
Do
The enemy
Gervaleg
are pushing
arrows
down our
pierce
gates.
through units? That's a question I'm actually asking you guys. Okay, yeah, they do. Come on! Yeah, we make the first army rout. They can't do anything else, right? They won't go in because they don't know what to do. That's the last of our arrows gone, though. And yet the battering rams do collide like that, and it's very weird looking. What we've got left is one weakened unit of temple wards and some Urukai. And that's 32% of the army defeated. The other two are a lot weaker and a lot easier to break down. Now let's put the Gervaleg in the back line. Okay, now I'm starting to understand why they're so good. That's actually the first time I've seen the Gervaleg actually being used. Because the last few times I've been playing as Lorien, I never actually got far enough where I needed Gervaleg to actually save me. But seeing it there, oh, it's beautiful. And have just two. We need to make sure that we're not outpacing ourselves with this. Because if we send all of our units in at once, then they're going to get extremely winded. Even though they have immense stamina, they can't keep fighting forever. At some point, they will just lose their will to fight. Their blades will become heavy, and it will just become difficult to defeat everything else that will most likely just be clumping up. So we send these two Woodland Warriors up first. We have one in the reserve to try and hold things out. Then we have a unit of this unit of Elder Council on the sides for when these two break out, and the Heri Leng for when the last unit of Woodland Warriors is broken. Then we have the Gerhinen and the Gervaleg. And if necessary, I will bring down my archers as well, because they are pretty decent in melee. And have pretty decent armor too. They're just as strong as any Orc units. The only thing is that they have more than just Orc units. But we can hold. And seeing it's already been almost 30 minutes through the 60-minute timer, I probably should have decreased it. Honestly, I probably should have decreased the timer to 30 minutes because 60 minutes, after 60 minutes, just gets tiring. But at the same time, stuff like this does happen on a regular basis. So, yeah. And now for the third battering ram to be inserted into the other two battering rams and to hopefully destroy the wall. Hopefully it didn't come out weirder than it should. But knowing me, it probably did. But yeah, there we go.
The enemy are battering down the gates!
Yeah, we can't stop it this time. We've used up our
ram has
ammunition.
breached the gates!
It wasn't enough. They've broken through. The city has been breached. Well, these guys must be exhausted. After just running back and forth like that, they must be absolutely shattered. And the best thing is they're also shaken, because we have units that frighten nearby enemy infantry on our side. So yeah, I now have a new respect for the Gervaleg. I've now seen that their arrows have armor piercing. Yes, they only have 4 of them, and yes, they are very short range. But when you're defending a city, and you need a unit that can be not expendable, but has just the power to destroy armies like it did here. I mean, because let's look at that giant splatter. Yep, they're already routing. Oh, Temple Wards can rout. Okay. Okay. Keep it as tight as possible. As tight a formation as possible. We cannot let them through. By any means necessary. All we have to do is hold out for 30 more minutes, and victory will be ours. Or all classes a tie, in which case we still have victory, and they count as losing.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Without any more archers, it's going to be difficult to pinpoint their generals. Though it's very obvious to find them. Let's find the extremely wounded Orc bodyguard, which has only got 19 left. So once they go into combat, that's just a doddle. The Loke Gamprim are going to be they're just going to cut through the line. That's what I've been waiting for. So they're just going to cut through the line. So we built 3 other lines behind them. And the Temple Wards are here. 84 of them remain. So almost defeated half of that general. However, Anulari is extremely resilient. And this many spear pike units, it's going to be difficult to survive for long. But I have faith that we will survive long enough for victory. If we have a quick look at the stats of the Orc Halberds, because there's a Halberd unit, add at least 1 or 2 to their stat line for attack. And then the Loke Gamprim is a pike unit, so triple that. Yeah, they are tough. It's just the pike animation is just so powerful. You basically need to triple their weaken them so much that their attack is so little, otherwise they just do massive damage. But with how they're funneling in,
pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Yeah it does. With how we're funneling our units, they're currently fighting only 2 units. They've lost 20, nearly 30 men between them. And that is a massive blow.
No longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
I think that was already obvious, but okay. Well, because of the 3 battering rams, that means they're also funneling them through even more. Does the amount they're pushing in, though, might actually just be enough to destroy us. Have the Elder Council ready. Oh, they're going to funnel in through there, though. That's the problem. One army against 3. And we're only doing well enough to survive. And since we defeated the first army, it's already... we've lost 3%, they've lost 3%. So it's an even matchup. Once we defeat their generals, that matchup will very quickly change in our favour. But until then, got our hands behind our backs, there's nothing else we can do. We could set up the archers into an attack formation as well. All we need to do is just hold them there. Hold them long enough that they can do absolutely nothing. Do a circle of respect. I know we aren't McGruff the crime dog, but we will just do it anyway. Yeah, they're already just making their way downtown. They don't need to be walking fast, because Face is passing their homebound. Sorry, I had to do that at least once. In a time like this, I need some kind of comedy to keep my spirits high, because geez, we do need high spirits in this kind of battle. They've already pushed through the wardens, the warriors, whatever they're called. Send the Elder Council into the fray as well now. We can't let them spread out. We have to keep them in that thin formation long enough to do something. And any they do send through won't do much against the Girthanen. So they've just got a free pass to kill anything they want. 40%, they've killed 9%. Technically, we've only killed 8% of what they've killed. All the temple wards are pushed through. That's good news and bad news. It means if we can't kill the Nazgul, that's extremely bad news. But if we can, that's extremely good news. That means the general is now right in the center of the battle. And try my best not to make the game lighter. Oh, the balance of power has tipped into my favour. Is there a chance we can still win this? We just need to hold our ground for long enough, and the Hiruleng can do that more than enough, especially with their stats. Oh no, fighting to the death. They're 18 and 23. Compared to many of the other stats, the Hiruleng should hold out against almost any foe, even the temple wards. But after a while, they just start funneling through.
We offer bows from Lorien. Be quick. We must protect the woods.
Just need to keep them in that formation. If they keep pushing through and out, then they have any chance to flank us. We can't do that. Can't let that happen. We have to flank them, outmaneuver them, break them if we must. We have no other choice. Kill or be killed. And they're just pushing through the temple wards. Oh, we're back. We're probably going to lose Rumil in this fight now. He's now in melee too. Actually, no, we need to be focusing on the back line. The Elder Council are still holding out. They need more than what they've got.
Only half the enemy force
How are they still
remains.
pushing through? Ugh, the size and number is slowly breaking me. We've killed over half, but they've killed a quarter of us. That's not good. That's not good at all. We hold fast. Let's keep blowing that horn. Jeez, the Hiruleng have just been annihilated. And now they're shooting as well. Oh dear. The general is somewhere in this seething mass of death. But where? Oh, the time is reaching its end, but so are we. Yulari is in this mass somewhere. Let's play Where's the Nazgul. It's a new form of Where's Wally since, or Waldo if you're in America. Try and find the two generals. I'll give you a hint. One of them is in slightly heavy looking armor but has no helmet on and has a face like Gothmog before he got the cancer. Where is he? I'm not seeing anything. They're pushing through to the center. Sentinels, come on. We need you in the front line now. So where is
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Yes!
Let's pray
They've lost 73%. Oh, we're pulling it back. We're actually going to win this.
Badly bloodied. They have lost
Oh
half
my
their men.
I say we're going to win this, but until we find their generals and kill them, there's no chance of victory. Well, at least all the units we're making are going to be necessary because I'm fairly certain more invasion armies will be on the way from Mordor. Gonna have to send the Hirileng from the forts. Gonna have to do everything really. Anything and everything we can to stop this tide of malice. Rumiel's still in it. He's still alive. Now where are their generals? I still haven't seen them. They might be hard to find a Nazgul in a cloud of cloaked figures. I'll find them. Mark my words, I'll find them. No point in zooming in on the map to try and locate the actual units. Or is it? That actually helped me? Help me find an orc raider that's now in the ground. How that's meant to be helpful, I don't know. But yeah, we've done it. We've actually done it. We've kept them in that lock. If we let them spread out, then that's where the masses just slowly overtake you and surround you. But we've managed to keep them in this lock, in this situation where they have no way of getting around me. Send the Gurfinen around to help with the back though, because they're starting to lose. They're starting to lose.
Our men have slain
Yes.
general.
Where was he? Oh, he was closer than I thought. But yeah, that's Gianu Dawndeath defeated, but not killed. He'll be back. But yep, there we go. There's the mass rout we've been waiting for. Let's push in. Look at that. All it, like I said, all it takes is one general dying, and the whole army will break. That just shows the loyalty of the orcs. They have none. They have nothing. However, there's still one unit that's still fighting, and I believe it's the general's bodyguard. But where is the general's bodyguard? It was extremely weak before this fight. It must be in the center. Ah, they're all fighting to their death though. Oh, that was a close call. That was a very close call. I was about to say something like I just saw it, but then oh, that hurt. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There. There he is. His face was so bloody I couldn't tell him from the masses. I found him. I managed to play Where's Waldo, and I succeeded in finding him. And I speed this up because the battle's almost timed out anyway. But yeah, this is what could have happened
The enemy general flees
if
like the
I
coward
didn't
he is.
trap
Press
them
onward.
like I
Break
did.
the spirit of his army.
That's always one thing to remind yourself of. When you're defending Caras Galadhon, do not, or any
Our
region
men
that
have captured
has...
the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us. The enemy army flees the field. Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
Okay, who got the most kills? Each unit of Gervileg, 157, 179, 177. But who got the most kills out of all of you? Woodland Sentinels, 327. Yep, that's the most. 327 from the Woodland Sentinels. But geez, they sustained a lot of casualties, so it'll be this unit here. The 47. Well done. Well done. Sauron stood there upon the pinnacle and defied the lightning and was out unharmed. And in that hour, men called him a god and did all that he would. Yeah, unfortunately when Sauron's around, many people are going to think he's a god, because he is technically a god. He's a Maya. That's how it's not when it's not glorified. But yeah, that was an intense battle. That was so intense. Oh, I don't actually remember how long I've been recording for, but it feels like this might be an extra long video. So we managed to defeat the Shadow of Mirkwood. We defeated 3 extremely powerful armies from the Shadow of Mordor. And Caras Galadhon has been saved. That just proves it. Oh, it was Saruman. Hi, Saruman. But again, like I was saying, that just proves my point. That yes, my units are good, but when faced against odds like I just did, I'm going to need more than just good. I'm going to need great. I'm going to need excellent. I'm going to need absolutely perfect. And when we're going to get that? The Elbereth units and the Hirileng and the Gervileg. I've now seen the light. Oh no, Dornor Hash has not actually been reclaimed. Oh dear. Dwarves, don't worry about me. Focus on your own troubles.
Bonny day, is it no?
I'm gonna stick you.
Oh, Saruman's bringing some siege equipment. Oh dear, that could be a troubling endeavour. We're now making how much? How much? 7,000. Okay. I'm probably going to lose all of that once we remake all of these. I'm going to lose all of that. But 7,000. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez Louise. Get the Hall of Culture. Let's make some stuff and then we'll call it an end to this video. I actually had to split this video in 2 because I thought like something was going to crash. I managed to split it somewhere between, somewhere in the middle of the fight in Caras Galadhon. Because there was a massive lag spike, but it actually managed to sort itself out, which is pretty good. I honestly thought it was going to break. But yay, giant battles, lots of death.
approaching quietly.
I am but an ally, Lord.
They took Santanwi and I had no clue. What is that? When did they get this? They must have literally just taken it as well, because they're now only just besieging it. Oh my, oh. Okay, I need some dinner. I need some dinner after this. What just happened? We somehow managed to survive in Caras Galadhon. The dwarves are now bringing up armies, even though they lost Dorn or Hash. The elves have just taken Santanwi, and I have no idea what's happening. I need a break. I hope you all enjoyed. I will bring out another one tomorrow, even though this was an extra long video. Oh, this is... oh. This kind of experience makes me want to start another Divide and Conquer campaign right now. But I'm going to wait, because I know there's a new faction coming out soon for Divide and Conquer. Just a little bit of a spoiler for those that don't know. For those that don't watch the lead of the Divide and Conquer team YouTube channel, he's going to be splitting the Misty Mountains in two. That's all I'm going to say. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.